Hi Heather. Hello Tracy, hello Celia, hello Judith, hello Fiona, hello Margaret, hello Louise from Holland. Beth, you've joined us again, you sneaked out of your busy schedule. You're late. I know, I'm sorry, I was 1 minute late. Do you know why? Because my iPad, I turned it on, pressed it, and the Facebook button said installing. And it was going, and I thought, I better make sure that the Wi-Fi router in the kitchen is turned off. And then I checked that I was on the best Wi-Fi service here. Happy birthday, Annaline. Hello, I thought I was going to be late today. Tesco delivery just arrived. I was a little bit late. Jen, you've joined us. How are you? Morning. I may look or sound different as I'm in a different kitchen. I thought there was something different about you. I've missed you too much yesterday. Hello, Rose. I've just put your brushes in an envelope in the mail sack, but it is not for you, Beth. You can think about something else. It's a bank holiday weekend here, which makes absolutely no difference to us, except it means that there's no post on Monday. This means our local post office is open one day, between 8 and 1 on Thursday. Hello, Carol. You're welcome, Annaline. Hello, Barbara Roberts. Now, normally I have a little list of things to say and do, and there isn't one today. I've spent such a long time. I've got this like a brother label printer. Hello, Stephanie. How are you? Yeah, I've got this a label printer that's attached. We've got two computers here; they're networked to the downstairs one. And so you open up a Word document, you put the address in, we copy and paste it from an order form, and then you open it up in this Brother P Touch QL500 label printer, and press a button. Oh God, my hair's a bit. Anyway, and you press a button, and out comes the label, which is great. Hello, Memorial Day. Hello from Dunleary, Daff. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Sharon. And anyway, I bought industrial quantities of continuous tape instead of labelled tape. So I thought it would be a simple matter of just explaining to my computer through various buttons that yes, what we have here is just continuous tape. I can't find the sheet you did. Here. Doesn't have 3 legs. You've just got to use your imagination. Paintings I have done in front of you guys. All small. A couple of them are going into a charity thing where we give most of the proceeds to an NHS charity. This one's not finished actually, and that's just a sort of demo. There we are, that's what we've been doing, and there are some other landscape ones and some bigger ones. I just put them all in one little folder here and locked them down. Anyway, so I got my, I've got this amazing techie person who helps me with my computer problems. She takes over my computer and empties my bank account. No, she doesn't. She's great. So we spent. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Jane. I've had Jenny Stewart on the phone taking over the computer downstairs to try and get my continuous tape. To come out of the little label printer, and it doesn't, so basically I'm just going to have to bin that lot. If anybody would like industrial quantities of continuous tape stuff 62 millimetres wide. I've got it anyway, I've ordered some more. Right, don't remember the monochrome landscape. Sorry I was late. Watching Sky Art with Christian Hook and Will Young. Judy Griffiths, you can go somewhere else if you're going to be late. Ah, there's Jenny, she's here. Hey, hey. I was just explaining how you access my computer and then empty my bank account. Hello, Anne Lawson. That's a whole whack. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Look what I found in the log basket. Right. I came down this morning and it was like, oh, look. How loud is that? So I thought it might be quite fun. I'm listening. Hello, William. Hello, Helen. Yeah, so it could be quite fun. Have a little go at that. Maybe we would just do that now. I found some paper. It's got something else on it, but it doesn't really matter. Try and find a nice angle. I used to paint oriental poppies a lot, and then I felt like I'd sort of done it, and it got so that it wasn't so exciting anymore because I sort of knew where I was going. But of course, having this in front of me is just gorgeous, and I've got a couple of ideas how I might approach it. I'll just show you a couple of ideas. There's find the middle bit, and then just paint it, and then I just sort of bled paper. I got a big brush and some clean water, and I just went and then I got some red paint and just went So it's not actually dry, so I think I might just put that next to the fire that is on, and then, because in order to then on top of this paint the actual petals, that needs to be dry. And then the other way of doing it is to, and it's not particularly good but from this angle, is just to sort of paint it straight. So I can do that. I'll go and put this over by the fire. But obviously not too close to the fire. Oh, we've all been there. I had a fire in here, just behind me, in the kitchen bit. We've got I've got a hob there for when we have an event, say. And oh, incidentally, these are not dungarees. For those of you who think they are, it's a skirt. Did the gentleman buy the painting? The gentleman bought the painting. You're looking particularly arty and glamorous today. That is because I put lipstick on, Helen. It's a simple thing, anyone can do it. I wondered that, yes, the guy whose name I cannot reveal has bought the painting for a sum that I cannot reveal. Do you want to see the painting he bought? Just a yes or a no. Don't put it in the log basket. Shall I show you the painting he's bought? I won't be long. That is the painting he's bought. Obviously I'll have to get a frame on it. Hello Paul Hutton, hello Simon. Kenny watching! You must be really stuck for something to do. Yeah, your yeses have come like after I have actually shown you it. Right, I am going to find a nice-ish angle. It's a bit like a plate. I might have it that way around. Drum roll. Too late. This paper I'm using is Fabriano. It's called Fab 5. Fabriano 5, and if you hold it up on this side, actually you might be able to see it. It says 5 Fabriano, 50% cotton. It's quite nice. Except I've trodden on it, you can see my footsteps, so I'll have to use this side. And you can't see the lovely, my model. Which is a shame. Oh, thank you very much. I'm doing fine, thank you, Paul. How are you doing? And I did not appreciate seeing your arse crack. I'm sorry, everyone else, but that's what he did on Facebook the other day to show how he sunburnt his back. Obviously, if I'd known that was coming up, I could have avoided looking at it. Right, so I am gonna tip you up. Do you have any guinea fowl prints? Yes, Liz, I do. You have to have a look at the website. There are about 3 guinea fowl prints. I'm going to tip you up. Love the colours in the gentleman's painting. Right, here we go. Fairground ride. So the angle is sideways. Just ignore that. This isn't. This is just for fun. So I'm doing the. Oops, sorry, folks. Where's Mel? I think she said she was playing golf today. Just remembered. Right, so that is pointing that way, and the petals will be like that because it's. If you imagine it's a plate, it's looking that way. This is good because you actually can't see. Oh, my brush is on the floor. You can't see what I can see. I'll just use this one. Which red? And on this paper, you know how I always say the colour dries paler? It dries like quite a lot paler on this paper. So I sort of have to remember that. I think that it's orangier. Let's get a bit of yellow. I have a lovely you're very vulgar, Paul Hutton. You haven't improved at all. Don't know how your wife puts up with you. Okay. So again, it's a good idea to get a nice big brush for this, and then squint my eyes, work out what's in the foreground, what's in the background, and where I'd like to start. I could start with the petals down the back or on the front here. I tend to just do it in a fairly instinctive way, so. And then, so I've got like ripples of petals overlapping and overlaying each other, which is quite nice. And Sarah Renton knows how to do this because she did an absolutely gorgeous oriental poppy that you'll have seen on Facebook. At least the wind seems to have settled down a bit. God, it was wild. And the polytunnel is still there. Great news. I wasn't expecting that. Did I tell you that my mother cancelled her tennis coaching on account of the weather the other day? I haven't actually spoken to her since then. There's loads going on this flower. It's like loads of pieces of sort of tissue all crumpled up, and they've uncrumpled overnight. Thank you. You're welcome, Sarah. You'll have noticed this paper is almost flat, which is not my normal thing at all. I usually have a rough surface paper, but it has its advantages. And yesterday I was talking about painting and looking, and this is a very, very good example of something where you really need to do that. And when I'm doing a painting like this that has, it definitely has parameters, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about the distance between here and here. I'm thinking about the distance between here and here. I'm thinking about where that is, and I usually run out of paper, but I should be okay here. And so that when I finish, the proportions are, you know, broadly what they should be. And it doesn't really make too much sense at the moment, but it will. It's got some defining features. Yeah, annoyingly it's drying quite quickly on this paper, so I'll have to take that into account as well. So if you want to sort of add a bit of depth of colour, you've got to be quite quick. It's all quite... Fifey's sitting on the front porch enjoying the sun, having spent about 2.5 hours cutting cutting. Julie knows that I sold the painting. We communicated last night. She's one of those people who I can say, send a message and go, he bought it, hurrah! Yeah, he's been, we've got a fence line down the bottom there where a lot of blackthorn has grown from one side through the other and got all tangled up, and it really, it's sort of become a bit impossible to deal with, so he's just tackled it, and now there's an enormous heap of blackthorn branches, which are A, very prickly, and B, very big, and C, really difficult to get rid of. And he's hoping that we can blag a favour from our next door neighbours at some stage. So I think that's like quite a nice start. As you can see, it's looking that way. Oh, I have ascended. You ascended to another plane of consciousness. Beth, you need to come over here and meet these people for real, because I think you'll be in for a shock. Right, so I'm adding a bit of depth. Probably should get a smaller brush, but I like to challenge myself. Oh, that's quite nice-ish. couple of like overlaps here that are maybe owe more to that, what is it they call it, artists' interpretation than reality. But we're not interested in reality, really. So nice working with such pure colour as this. Really, really lovely. How very dare you, be careful what you wish for, Guru. Which size magic brush? That's the 5/8. Has Marianne Ray turned up yet? I wonder. Jane, you've not done the poppies for about 12 years. Thank you, Jane. Jane knows exactly, because she is the scanning queen. She has particular skills. So she can take my original paintings. We've got an A3 scanner. She'd lift up. I mean, she could work from a photograph, but a scan's better. Lifts up the lid of the A3 scanner, and it's always a relief when it does that lovely magic sound, isn't it, Jane? That means it's actually connected to the computer, and we don't have to turn everything on and off and then get into a state and throw toys out of prams and things. Is that dry? And then she opens the scanned image, which sometimes she has to scan it in more than one piece. You know, like a big painting, we'll have to go under the A3 scanner several times and then open it up in Photoshop, which is the software that you know, anyone who has anything to do with art really uses. Then, oh, where's my new brush? Here. And then there's a program you can stitch everything together. Sorry, I'm painting and thinking, tricky. Yeah, so she stitches it all together and then starts like trying to make the image on the screen look like the actual original that she has next to her. And she's very good at it. So that is how we get all the lovely images on the website, because they're, apart from the recent ones, because obviously Jane's not been in, she's on furlough, but we all know she's desperate to get back to work. So the recent original, oh god, these glasses are too close. The recent originals are actually just photographs on my iPhone, and I think if you look closely you'll be able to tell. It's not too bad. Just turn it around. So it's coming on quite nicely. Love that puppy very much. Can I buy it? Yes, Helen. Should I just leave it like it is now? I'm getting some deeper colour. I'm getting the deepest sort of colour that I can in here. So it really looks like it's right in there. Question is, Helen, have you got enough money? Oh, I'm glad you like it, thank you. Ooh, the sun's come out. Jane, you must be bored rigid if you're watching me paint. You've had 13 years, or however many years you've worked here, to watch me painting. And this is the first time you've shown any interest? Just waiting for the rude remark. No, but I've got lots of sweets. Well, I like sweets. Right. It'll dry pale and I'll be disappointed. And I'll think, why didn't I put more intensity of colour on there then? Now then. This is a weird thing, this sort of the thing that goes on in the middle of here. I'll have a go at it. Right. Bit of fluff on the end of my brush, get rid of that. Okay. Close observation. There is no substitute for it. Okay, so we've got that sort of thing in the middle going on. Honestly, it's been years since I've painted one of these. Like I say, I felt like I kind of took it as far as I could, and then, I don't know, I didn't want to feel that I was doing something formulaic. So the stalk comes out there rather unattractively. I think I'll just put it there because it puts it in like a place. I can't believe that's half an hour. Right, so That's quite nice. Ooh. I know it's a bit of a funny angle, but maybe I could do that job for MAR. Design sent too quick. What have you been saying? Paul Knox, what have you been saying? And I'm just going to turn you up briefly. Hello, Claire North Lewis. Oh God, look at that. Got to get some new specs. Oh, Helen, that's really, really sweet. Oh, you're so nice. I want to see what Jane Peart's been saying. Alice! I haven't seen you for ages. How are you? Lovely to see you there. You're home, aren't you? Because I saw your mum. Thank you. You love the puppy. Shall not be happy. We're chatting. Mind. No. You can jolly well go chat amongst yourselves somewhere else using my platform. Thank you, Sarah. That's really kind. Maybe I could. Cushion. Liz Elsa's watching. That's my sister, incidentally. The one who pinched my art and won the prize. Oh, yes. Scarf. I've already got... Wait there. Jane, I'm going to show them. I think I might have one up here. Oh, no, they're upstairs. Can't be bothered. I'll show you tomorrow. Whoops. That's my new brush. Oh, that's made the blood rush to my head. Don't want to drop my new brush on the floor. Sarah saw it. It would look fab on a cushion. It's not always that simple. That's the only thing about it. So I think because it's wet, we'll just sort of leave it there for now. And we'll go back to the lovely Light Sussex chickens. Oh, that we have been doing every day, and it's getting there, isn't it? What we need to do, what I need to do, is create some more depth. So create some more depth, like in the foreground, and then some more interest in the background. I'm glad that poppy popped. We got. I know. I got such a surprise. The other one hasn't. And look, there's a lovely allium as well. So nice, isn't it? That's a nice angle there, because that there is nice. I like putting the black bits in best. Oh, is that where it was? Look at the time. Do you know what? Yes, look at the time. We're going to carry on tomorrow. I really have exhausted myself, and we'll put the black bits in tomorrow. And Peter Weiberg, you're too late. Don't forget the one by the fire. Just a minute. What about that? The fire was just absolutely boiling. I had forgotten about the one by the fire. I haven't gone yet. Yeah, you see, you could use this very, very abstracty whatever. I'm just wondering if I can do it in a way that I can paint it and you can see it. Maybe I can do that. The thing's in the wrong place. It's not going to work. I'm going to quickly tip you up. Quick tip. Quick. Try not to get any red paint on the Light Sussex. Get my brush. And I mean this, it's not like finished painting or anything. It's just giving you an idea that now we've got a lovely red area. Then taking a different approach. Oops. Just turn up. Sorry, a tiny little bit. Don't need quite such a heavy amount of paint, and then just quite nice, just and something that you could just experiment with at home. So you sort of get the idea how you've almost like created a place, just a red place to put the poppy in, and I could be building up and adding sort of depth in there where everything comes out of. It's quite nice to try something like that. We're all here, Marianne Rogers. I don't know what you're saying behind my back. There's Lisa! Have you got Emma as well? So there's Lisa. Lisa's another one. She can't wait to come back. It's so funny. Hello Eddie. Hello Sheila. Hello Tim, Lynn, Sheila. And now I shall bid you farewell. I need to get back to my computery problems, and also I need to speak to Sally Blacklock about my next furlough thing, which is obviously going to be like 3 weeks out of 4, I think. Oh, I like that poppy. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of technical things to sort out. Jenny Stewart's going to also do a remote session on the upstairs computer, because the D data bar is like red, which means I filled the computer up. Right. Have a lovely day, folks, and I expect I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, well, Heather, it's very tempting to be laboured, and it takes quite a bit of boldness and bravery just to go, no, I'm going to get a big brush and be quite bold. You know, it's another approach. I mean, I love doing really, really detailed, like botanical art almost, and I love doing something maybe a bit more like, you know, like that too. Right, I'm off. Have a lovely day. Bye.